Hey friends, thanks for clicking on this link. Pastor Greg here, and thanks for having me over for this short devotional experience. If you are not feeling super thankful this Thanksgiving, you are not alone. 2020 has been kind of rough. Our hearts and souls have been in some difficult places and difficult patches, and the whole point of this short devotional experience is to remember God and recover some gratitude. So what I'd like to do with you is take you through two short Bible passages, one from the Old Testament and one from the New Testament. And after each passage, there'll be an opportunity to pause this experience and fill in some of your own words and thoughts. So we're going to start with Psalm 116 and Psalm 117. I believe they're kind of a pair in the Bible. Some psalms go really well together, and I just want to share a few highlights from those two psalms with you. They're very honest. Psalm 116 starts with this great phrase, "I love the Lord, for he heard my voice and he heard my cry for mercy." Starts with love for God, but very quickly demonstrates that the writer needed God to respond, that he was crying out for mercy. And in pretty short order, this psalm describes going down into a dark pit, into a place where he felt like the cords of death were tying him up and entangling them. And at the lowest possible place, the psalm writer called out and cried out to God, and God did something. God proved that he's gracious and righteous and compassionate and slow to anger, and that God slowly and steadily started pulling the writer of Psalm 116 out of this pit. And by the end of the psalm, the writer, who was once in this dark place, can hardly keep himself contained for joy. He says this, "I will sacrifice a thank offering to you and call on the name of the Lord. I will fulfill my vows to the Lord in the presence of all his people, in the courts and the house of the Lord." So not only does he keep this thanks to God for his rescue to himself, but he lifts up his voice in a song of praise in the whole congregation, or we could say in the whole church. And if you flip the page from Psalm 116 to 117, very short little psalm, Psalm 117 says this, "Praise the Lord, all you nations, and extol him, all his peoples, for great is God's love toward us, and the faithfulness of the Lord endures forever. Praise the Lord." So what started out in 116 as a lonely and dark journey, and that is real, gets turned around and gets shared with others and can't even be contained in the church, but spills out into the neighborhood and into the nations. So gratitude frequently works like this. We need to push through what hurts in order to get to what lasts. Let me say that one more time. We need to push through what hurts, and that's our present reality, in order to get to what lasts. I'm going to put a little phrase on the screen in front of you and invite you to fill in the blank in just a moment. It goes like this: I miss blank because I feel, and then fill in a second blank. Let me give you a couple examples. In 2020, I miss live music. Hearing music, being able to make music, because I love music. Music makes me joyful all the way to my down to my blood and bones. So while I'm trying to be really honest like the psalmist, to name something that I miss while also acknowledging that this is a great force for good from God in our lives. I'll give you one other example. I miss seeing my extended family around the Thanksgiving table and over the holidays this year, because they're precious to me and I love them very much. So I invite you to pause in just a second and leave this screen up and fill in the blanks and add your own prayers and thanksgivings. All right, hopefully your gratitude muscles are a little warmed up after that Old Testament exercise. I want to share with you one short phrase from the New Testament, the book of Philippians 4, verse 8. There are four words that are very short, succinct command. Think about these things. And in just a second on the screen, there's going to be 4 of these things that we're supposed to think about. They are whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, whatever is excellent, and whatever is praiseworthy. And in just a moment again, I'm going to invite you to maybe connect with one of those categories and share with the folks around your table or in your house an example of something that is lovely or admirable or excellent or praiseworthy. I'll give you a few quick examples. Just a few nights ago, I saw a lovely male deer, a buck, in the parking lot of church. 8-point antlers, an amazingly beautiful animal. When I think of the word admirable, I can't help but to think of my wife Sarah, who's a nurse, and all the admirable contributions of our healthcare workers and healthcare providers, whether it's brain surgeons or pharmacists or folks in the emergency room or faithful and steady nurses. If I think of something excellent, I think it's excellent the clever ways that people around our Elmhurst CRC community are finding to serve. Our youth group just was delivering Thanksgiving meals all over the suburbs. This coming Sunday is our second ever Fifth Sunday Serve. It's excellent when we share gifts of time and energy for the sake of others. And I guess the word praiseworthy, that word sets me very quickly to think about God and the fact that God is still speaking to us, even in difficult times, that His Spirit lives inside us, that God gives us His Word, even these short passages from Psalm 116 and 117 and Philippians 4:8. God is praiseworthy because He hasn't left us alone, but still reaches out and speaks to us. So in just a second, I invite you to pause and add your own contributions to something that is lovely or admirable or excellent or praiseworthy. And after you do that, you can unpause one more time, and Kyle Olson, who's filming this, and I are going to lead us in a closing fun song. All right, welcome back for the grand finale. I'm sitting here with Kyle Olson. We're wearing our masks. I've got my fancy singing mask on, and we'd like to share with you, invite you to sing along with a classic Thanksgiving song, Praise and Thanksgiving. It is a round. We'll sing it once all together, and then I'll go first. Kyle will go second, so you can pick Team Kyle or Team Greg to sing along with.
Praise and thanksgiving let everyone bring unto our Father for every good thing. All together joyfully sing. Praise and thanksgiving let everyone bring. Praise and thanksgiving let everyone bring. Unto our Father for every good thing. All together joyfully sing.
Awesome. Thanks for singing along with us. Hope you have a lovely Thanksgiving. We're grateful for you. God bless and peace.
Sweet.